are, whether recognizing loved ones, recalling past joys, or just remembering how to walk and talk and fry an egg. Memory is the chain that connects our past to our present. If it breaks, we're left untethered, incapable of leaving the present moment and unable to embrace the future.
Remember when there were no MP3s but CDs? Didn't care about germs, no concern of disease. Street lights came on, we high-fived and we leave. Back in the days it wasn't so hard to believe that I would wake up as the Black Power Ranger, never scared of danger. Snapping my fingers to the beat of my drum, became addicted to fun. We would fight with our hands, never needed a gun. We would gladly chill in the house, play mom and daddy. The greatest feeling was when nobody could ever tag me. So happy, not being the last to be chosen, to run to the candy lady to buy us a Frozen. We were just kids up to no good. Remember the first time you watched Boys in the Hood? Rat tail in the back while my barber fades me. Do you remember when? Yes, no, maybe.
When you would hear a song you like and it felt like it was about your life. Remember when you would write a letter to your girlfriend and she would read it to all of her girlfriends. Remember staying up all night, talking on the phone. Remember skipping class with your homeboys.
Yeah.
Remember G.I.
Hey yo, I wrote the shit up all day. A long stay in the hallway. Harking back to an era of the tape play. Hitting on the track well, on the Maxell. With the spitting the beginning of a rap tale. Elastic scoop from Luke shine vividly. In due time, produce rhyme synergy. And for the longest caught the blinking of the torment. Till England of performance, still thinking of us dormant. And so it be, who hold close and kept dear. We're left there, won't know folks by next year. For ties cut, invest shares, perplex peers. Rise up, reflect fear, for hex sneers. The rest cheer, know we did it for a purpose. Poem of a kid who never did scratch surface. Until we own it, respect the craft for proponents. Cause it ain't over till it's sown.
Remember what? You would hear a song you like, and it felt like it was about your life. Remember when you would write a letter to your girlfriend, and she would read it to all of her girlfriends. Remember staying up all night, talking on the phone. Remember skipping class with your homeboys. Remember G.I. Joe.
I used to play Mortal Kombat with Matthew. I swore he used to cheat. I swear I could never beat him. Those sour jawbreakers, I swear I could never eat him. Baddest chick in the school, I swear I could never meet her. Until I wrote her a letter telling her I'm a singer. Me and Terrence would draw pictures of sneakers. Me and Ashley used to be in the class singing. I wrote my first rap in the back of the class thinking, I'm feeling it, yeah. Feel like that you get feeling like. If you feel it, raise your L in the sky. I remember selling my mixtape in high school. They was really kinda supportive at my school. I was selling cassette tapes for $5. I was making my own beats, I was beatboxing.
Brown, brown, sugar, that brown, brown, hey. 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 Brown, brown, sugar, that brown, brown, hey.
And we're live. So I'm checking the mic. I'm checking the dashboard out here with the new equipment. Seems to be working. It's awful bright, got a lot of light. So you're looking at the beginning of the new studio. Hopefully everybody can hear me well. The mic's picking up. I got the new lighting in place. I got some really neat stuff to show you with some of the stuff we're going on. I got the new dashboard, broadcast dashboard. So everything is going to be push button easy for me. Shouldn't be any mess ups with the mic or anything like that, as long as I learn what the icons did that I put for my prompts here. But other than that, everything is going to be push button easy. I'm going to be able to change scenes, change edits, do different things. Watch this. For instance, Hi, I'm Barry Cunningham from Accihelp. That actually worked. It worked very well. All I had to do was hit a button to get it to come out there. So thanks for coming in again on a 7:30 on a Monday. A whole lot going on, more than what I could imagine. I just watched an amazing press conference with the president where a bunch of reporters got beat down hard. And it looks as though, from his side of things to DeSantis to Governor Newsom out west, that we're on the verge of getting going again. Imagine that. Living life to its fullest down here, especially in South Florida, where so many people are hurting and so many people still need our help. So what I'm going to do, and watch as I cut here to the website, bam, that worked. And what you're looking at right now is our page for donations to Feeding South Florida. They need your help. I think you've seen them all over the news, and we're doing this show at the beginning here until we get back to work to drive visibility, awareness, and funds to Feeding South Florida. We want to get them as much money as possible, get them to provide as many meals to the people here in South Florida as possible, and we need your help. This page is growing. I'm so happy. I'm proud to be on the ground floor of something here. We started this with 0 fans, none. Didn't buy any fake fans. Have just been putting out organic content, putting out these live videos as the source of most of the content, and we just hit our 340th, 350th fan follower of the page. So thank you. And today is our 5th birthday, which is only the 5th show. And already, just with organic content, no ads, didn't push anything, and we're up to 300 and almost 350. And if a couple of you click the button today, we'll have 350 fans just to this page in just 5 days. I'm stoked about that. I'm absolutely stoked about that. Everything's still running. Thank you. First and foremost, I want to say thank you. Your patronage, your ability to listen to me ramble on for 30 minutes is very important to me, and it's important because what we're going to be doing. And in case you don't know, let me just go into our quick information as to who we are. Boom, the button worked again. We're Accihelp, and what we do is help people who are in car accidents obtain basically doctors to help them get better, and lawyers to help them fight their cases against the insurance companies. And so if there's anything that you need from a physical standpoint of medical treatment to being able to have a pit bull attorney go fight for your rights. So Jen says the video looks fuzzy. Does it still look fuzzy? Let me ask her. I'm going to type a message to her real quick. Does it still look fuzzy? Still? Or was that earlier? And hopefully it doesn't look fuzzy. It looks perfect on my end. But she did type that a while ago, so hopefully we're okay. That it doesn't look fuzzy. Don't want it to look fuzzy. But anyway, back to the show, and hopefully you guys can see it. My monitor shows that everything's looking good. Good looking host, so that's definitely going to help. But going to do what we can. Hopefully it's not running through this board that's causing it to look fuzzy, but my monitor shows it it's looking good. So unless she tells me that we're having a problem, she says it's still looking fuzzy. Jen, maybe it's your computer. Maybe it's your computer, maybe it's your phone. Let me go ahead and check here. Sorry about that, but I want to make sure that everybody is seeing this the way it should be. So I need to look at it on my phone and make sure that we're all seeing the same thing. Stand by. Technical difficulties. This is live without a net. Don't try this at home. Let me see on my phone. Tell me in the comments if you guys are seeing a fuzzy video, because I'm looking at it right now and it doesn't look fuzzy to me. About 10 seconds behind till I see my face. So let's see if it still looks fuzzy when I switch to the camera. So I'm back to the camera right now, and She says it's looking fuzzy everywhere. What? But she says we are good now. I don't think she knows how to use the computer, to be honest. But I'm not going to tell her. Because Jen is the best. You guys meet Jen. No one better in terms of being helping out. You know that she jumps on at 7:30 every night to help me out with monitoring comments. And she's not even getting paid. She just is just helping me from the goodness of her heart. Part of the reason we changed to 7:30 was to be able to accommodate her schedule, her work schedule. Even though at this point that things are closed down, we are still known as an essential business. And as an essential business, we still have to go to work every day. She has to work every day. I have to work every day. And it's great. So I'm thankful for her ability to help me out. And any of you guys want to be involved in some of this production, let me know, because once, I'm telling you, once the doors come off and we're able to get back out there in the public, we are going to rock. We're going to help people get past car accidents. Bam, here comes it again. There's the slide. It's working. We're going to help people find doctors, and we know they're going to need help, so we're going to get them the best attorneys. And if you have been in a car accident and you need medical treatment, or you'd like to talk to an attorney that's just going to go out there and kick some butt on your behalf, then give us a call at 800-945-6001. Okay, so what's going on here? I've got a new mic. Hopefully it sounds better than the other mic did. Obviously you can see the lighting here is a lot brighter on me. So we've got some new lights. Camera looks pretty clear. And then probably tomorrow or the day after, we're going to have a better backdrop and build this studio out and have something nice. And then I got a toy. Ooh, I got a toy. Check this out. Let me see if I can make it work. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can't make this work. Ooh, pretty. Got pretty blue lights. See, once I get the stuff on the wall back there, we're gonna have these lights that we can go ahead and change colors to. Ooh, but I like the green. When the green comes on, you guys think I'm just really weird here. But anyway, okay, so I'm gonna turn that off and stop playing. Let's get down to some business. So, we're going to get reopened. We are going to reopen very, very soon. And check out what Mr. Newsom said out in California just recently, today, I believe this was.
Fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. That's the spirit of regionalism that's defined our approach to addressing this pandemic. And that regionalism extends throughout the state of California and beyond. We have had the deep collaborative spirit advance now in states large and small all across the United States, but none stronger than the relationships we have formed in Washington State and the state of Oregon. We just sent out a joint statement of a shared vision for a process and protocol, a framework, we refer to it, for reopening, not just within our states, but more broadly as a region. I don't want to overstate this vision. I don't want to overstate this framework, and I don't want to understate the imperative of meeting this moment by continuing to practice appropriate social distancing and practicing physical distancing so we can continue to bend the curve. But we are at a point of time where, not dissimilar to the announcement that was made an hour or so ago on the East Coast, that we're beginning to socialize conversations we've been having over the course of many days, in the case of the Oregon and Washington governor, into the beginning of last week, where we began a process of establishing more formally what it would look like and how we could begin the process of the kind of incremental release of the stay-at-home orders that advance the fundamental principle of keeping people healthy, keeping people safe, using science to guide our decision-making and not political pressure, and continuing to do what we can to share our best practices and share our resolve and ultimately advance the kind of results that everybody is expecting.
How you like that? So California, Oregon and Washington, or is it Washington, Oregon, whichever, the West Coast is opening back up. The West Coast is going to be opening, and that means money for the people on the West Coast. I can't imagine how many people are going to be going back to work over there on the West Coast. That alone is going to be a boon for the economy. South Florida soon to follow for sure. The Trump press conference today went very, very well in terms of, what he decided he was going to tell them to begin working on. Once the doors open up, there's going to be nothing that's going to hold us back. So I have a question for you. If you're watching this video, I'm trying to talk to people who are winners, people who want to live life. And I'm telling you, once this stuff blows over and we start doing things with Accihelp, you're going to get tickets to concerts, you're going to get gas cards, you're going to get boat rides, you're going to get movie tickets if anybody goes to a movie anymore, you're going to get restaurant gift certificates. Just stay tuned, watch what happens. So my question is, with 17 million people out of work, how many people do you think are going to, stay on unemployment or go right back to their jobs? I know there's a lot of proud South Floridians, and I would hate to see people just languish on unemployment and milk the system. I don't think that the South Florida environment was built that way. We have a lot of people from a lot of diverse cultures living down here in South Florida. Haitians, some of the hardest working people I've ever met. Jamaicans, ditto. Cubans, there's nothing more to say. Dominicans, Mexicans. These are people who want to work. You remember the old joke, he's working 3 jobs, man. These people want to work. They don't want to be fed. I don't want to deal with people who just want to milk the system and be fed. I want people who want to get out there. So beginning as soon as the doors open in the state of Florida, I'm also going to be helping people find jobs who want to work. We're going to begin publishing and actually getting interviews with companies who are looking to get people back to work. What do you think about that? Leave a comment. But we're going to get people who really want to make South Florida strong, that want to lead the way in this economy, showing everybody, hey, listen, this is the place where you want to be. And, when we're looking at that, there's some things that you have to look at, which is unbelievable when you're looking at where people are traveling from. I had a picture, I'm not sure if I can find it right now, but there was a picture of all of the people from, oh, here it is right now. Boom, let me cut to this. This is funny. This is all of the flight travel that was going on today. Look where everybody is going. Look where they want to be. Look where those flights are. You don't have to even say anything. Put a circle around the biggest concentration of flight activity, and what do you see? They're coming here. They're coming to South Florida. Why do you think that is? Because this is going to be the land of opportunity. Just think for yourself. Just think for a second. Just put your hat on for a second. I got my hat on because barbershops aren't open. But anyway, Disney, boom. Hotels, boom. Restaurants. How many jobs are going to open up in the next couple of months once the doors open up again? All these people are going to come back to work. So some people may have left, some people may be taking unemployment, but there's going to be some serious competition for work. Serious competition for work, because these people all aren't flying down here to live on Palm Beach. They're not all flying down here to be in Boca. They're going to be working their butts off, and you know that they're going to be working their butts off because that's the reason to come down here. There's so much money to be made in so many different ways, and I want to help people. In addition to helping people right now get meals, I want to help people go ahead and be able to obtain jobs when things turn around and we're back to work. That's what I'm looking forward to. I know people are flying down here. I've got relatives that are trying to get down here. They know as well that when Florida opens back up, it's going to be truly the sunshine state. God is going to shine on South Florida. I know it. I feel it. I've talked to so many people. Restaurants that, may have been on the brink. I don't know if they're going to make it back, but you know what? There'll be 2 more that pop up in its place. There will be 3 more theaters that pop up. There's going to be so much business. And so I want to help these people get jobs and find jobs, because it's going to be extremely competitive. And that's just what I want to do. So that traffic tells me, and it should tell you, that South Florida is about to completely open up. And why is it happening? Why are we seeing things open up? Well, it's pretty simple. Once we start looking at the numbers like we normally do here every day, we're seeing that things are really leveling off. They're absolutely leveling off. As I just refreshed the page. So yesterday, nationally, the numbers may look bleak or whatever, but let's just go down to Florida. Look at that. 15 deaths yesterday. Nothing to celebrate. Every single death is a tragedy, especially with something like this. But we're just talking numbers right now. And so I hope I haven't offended anybody by being somewhat upbeat about death. But let's look at the entire big picture and what's going on here. It's not something that we have to be ashamed of, that we're looking to help the entire community grow and get back. So we have to look at this with eyes of looking at the greater good for everybody. And almost to think that these people who did die gave their lives for us, because they're the ones who helped the doctors get to medicine better, to see what's going to work, which strategies and tactics and treatments are helping people, and they gave their lives for us. It's almost like a war of attrition was just fought. And if you don't know what a war of attrition is, it means some people have to die for us to win. But looking at the numbers, we can see that, Florida only had 15 deaths yesterday. We're in a position where we can begin looking at really moving up. I haven't checked today. Let's see what today's up to so far. Today we've had 38, so we've had a little bit of an uptick. But, that's going to happen now and then. It's not going to automatically go down. And I have a bit of news for you. People are going to continue to die. I know it. I know people are going to whine and complain on social media that, oh my God, the president and DeSantis, they opened up state of Florida and people are dying. Oh my God. But focus on the living. Focus on the living. I'm sorry if it's one of your relatives, but when our family and our forefathers went to war, some of them died. This was a war, and I think we're going to find out more about war, but some of them died. It's unfortunate. We all cry, we heal, we mourn. Hopefully in the other order, mourn, then heal. But we got to get back to normal. We absolutely have to get back to normal. And if we don't get back to normal, what we're going to see is people languishing. And we can't afford to have the economy just completely go to crap. And I don't know if that sounds bad to you, but we have to do better. We have to get this thing going. Okay? So bear with me as we talk about this stuff, because this is really important. So we're going to talk about Florida's numbers right now. And oh my God, we've had 500 people die from the coronavirus, supposedly. 499 as of right now. But which again, I've been talking to you guys about this for a few days now. You have to look at the trend line. Look at the trend line. You start top and you move down and you can see we're dropping. We're dropping big time. And I know the news is telling you, oh my God, this is horrible. Florida's just going to have people dying in the streets. It's not true. It's absolutely not true. Let me show you one of the numbers I've been talking about, of course, is the testing numbers. And this is, go back over the last 4 days when I've talked about this, and you can clearly see how the numbers have basically stayed the same as tests have gone up. As tests have gone up, we're still seeing a 10.5% positive rate. That hasn't changed. So I don't care if you, at this point, knowing math, I don't care if you test 1 million people And if you test 1,000,000 people, you're still going to have about a 10 to 11% positive testing. So you'll have more people testing positive, but you also have to look at the amount of people in terms of the death rate. So the death rate right now is anywhere between 2 and 3%, and it's dropping. This is all math. This isn't me making stuff up. This isn't me listening to someone in the media, left or right. This is me looking at data that I keep telling you to look at. And the only reason I keep talking about this data is because it brings hope. When I look at this data, I hear all the chirping that, we hear on the news and everything else. And it's such a pain in the butt because all they want to do is scream at us and tell us the sky is falling and that this president and this person and that person is doing such a horrible job. But it's not true. All I want you to do is look at the actual data. And if you look at the actual data, you can see for yourself, the numbers are trending down. There's only been 499 deaths in the entire state since this began. And you got to know that some of these numbers are fudgy. Some of these numbers, if I showed you some of the statistics about influenza on a yearly basis and how it spikes in certain months and the deaths, it's basically mirrors. It basically just mirrors with the coronavirus. It's nuts. So don't get bogged down in the hype. Think about living life. So if we look at this, I don't know. I always look at the better numbers. This is why this is in green. 178,000 people have tested negative. 178,000 people have tested negative. Why would we be concentrating on the 499 when 180,000 people have tested negative? You're being lied to. It's a horrible disease. It's a horrible virus, whatever you want to call it. It is killing people, but it's not the end. This isn't the end. We're not all going to die. We're going to go back to church. We're going to go back to restaurants. We're going to go back to sporting events. We're going to watch football. We're going to watch basketball. We're going to go see I don't know about seeing the Marlins, but we're going to see the things that we want to see. And it's up to you to begin getting yourself ready. Get yourself in mental shape and acuity to understand we're going to be okay. And yeah, once the doors open up, they're still going to tell us that people are dying, because that's just what they do. If it bleeds, it leads. You have to remember that. So when looking at the numbers, you can clearly see that, again, there are many counties in this state that aren't seeing nearly the amount of problems that we're seeing down here in Dade and Broward. But it's getting better. I mean, I feel like starting to play the Bob Marley song, Three Little Birds, because it's it's getting better. And I'm pumped about what's happening. I'm pumped about where things are going. I'm tired of the media. I'm really tired of the media telling me, who lives in South Florida, whose friends are in South Florida, my wife. I would never want to put my wife in harm's way, telling me I'm hurting people by saying this. If there was no one else I cared about, I care about my wife. So when she goes out to grocery shopping, or she goes out to the pool, or she goes down the street to speak to neighbors, she knows these numbers. She sees the people on the street. She talks to them. You know what the only problem that we're having? I won't say only. Yes, there are people dying, but people who were displaced, who lost their jobs, need food. They need food, and that's what we need to be concentrating on. We need to be concentrating on helping people get meals. And all I can ask you is, if you can, if you want to give to a cause that is doing just amazing work, giving out meals. Our church this weekend on Easter gave away a ton of food, and they're in a position now where food isn't what they need. They need money to buy the food. They need money to pay the growers. And I just hope that you'll, whether it's through us or through any other means, you donate to Feeding South Florida. Go directly to their website if you don't want to do it on Facebook. If you're too afraid or you think that there's some kind of scam or something going on, just go to feedingsouthflorida.com. It's very simple. But I'd love to try and raise 50,000 meals. And so if you are inclined, click the button, donate through here, and help us grow this page. And I will thank you for it. And trust me, on the other end of this, you're going to see some stuff that is going to blow you away. Yeah. Why are we doing this? Because I want to embrace and build a community. I think if we build a community, if you happen to know someone or you get into a car accident as well, you'll give us a call, and we'd love the opportunity to help you out, introduce you to some amazing doctors and some really aggressive attorneys. But if that doesn't work, we're still going to have fun. I love South Florida. I love the South Florida lifestyle, and I can't wait to play with you guys. It's going to be fun. I can't wait till the first time we can say, hey, listen, let's ride down to the AAA and see a concert. Let's go out to the BB&T and do a concert and take a party bus. And I take 10 or 15 people with me. Jen has to go, of course. If I send out some more gift cards. Oh, by the way, 3 people won gift cards last week. We gave away 3 $100 Visa gift cards. So if you want to enter, you know how you do that? You just simply leave a comment or like the page. That's it. That's your entire entry fee, and we'll include you in that, and we'll pick a name at the end of the week. And this week we're going to send out 5 $100 Visa gift cards. So if you're getting emails or if you're seeing the post, I want to thank you, and looking forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. Like I said, we'll have the new backdrop up, and we're going to take this to another level, to a point where none of the other competitors to Accihelp are going to be able to even play on the same field with us. But I need you, and I need you to please go to our page and click the donate button for Feeding South Florida. It's the top post. It's pinned to the top. And if you can only give $1, give $1. $1 will feed 10 meals to people hungry in South Florida. Not going to beg you. Give it from your heart. Well, that's it. And wow, it's 8:05, so we made it through another episode. And I promise you, if you stick around, you're gonna see things lighten up, and we're gonna have a lot of fun, talk about some data, and then who knows? Hopefully, we'll have a live NFL draft and see who the Dolphins are gonna pick up. Who do you want them to pick up? Leave a comment if you see. Should they get Tua? Are you hoping to get Tua as a new quarterback? This is the kind of stuff I'm waiting for. This is where it's going to get fun, where I pick somebody who says who the Dolphins are going to pick, and if they get it right, we send them down to Joe Stonecraft for lunch or dinner. Stick with us. That's where we're headed. All right, people. Hope everything technologically worked out. You heard me. No problems. And tomorrow.